Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo news, education, and opportunities. My name is Lucas.
I'm Jacob.
And we've got a follow-up on some news, some education opportunities on what's going on in the market. Why, when everything else is dumping and correcting and consolidating and struggling and just red all over, you see Hex pumping up 23%. And this is not at its all-time high. It's been close to 50 cents. It's been in a consolidation, a correction, a contraction over a few weeks now, a couple months, a month or so. And, you know, a lot of people in the community, I've been tracking and listening, and it's kind of at that time, an organic phase, really stage poised for another growth cycle. But what's really refreshing about this is how it seems to be so decoupled from the rest of the market. And, you know, we're definitely gonna do some more videos on, you know, how I feel about DeFi and blockchain and crypto in general and traditional markets. Good macro views on the technology, which is why we like to talk about this and the opportunities. It's also good to understand how intricately tied traditional finance is to blockchain and cryptocurrency already. It's not some wild west of people in their basements and their laptops building up billions and trillions of dollars around the world. A lot of the money that comes in has been, whether it's through nation state governments giving their citizens Bitcoin wallets, or politicians, you know, using it as payment for their services. We're seeing it adopted. Visa talk about it. Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, institutions accepting it for payment. So when traditional markets are taking a hit, we're going to see that in the crypto market at large often, although there will be opportunities for some decoupling in the future because of what the technology stands for. That being said, Hex tends to be, when you look at its innovation and when it came about and how it came about, many institutions that would have had large stores of Bitcoin did not play. It was really made to go to active participants and users to take their wallet and claim directly with the protocol. And it is something that, when you look at its design, is not made to be gamed or traded. It's complete like another time value currency. We met through Jacob Wise token. So understanding how this mechanism works, Hex is the OG that pioneered this, and we've done videos on the Cantillon effects. It's beautiful. It's beautiful how it pays inflation to savers. It rewards delayed gratification. That's what anyone thinks about when they think about saving their money in the bank. Oh, I save, I put something away, and over time it grows and I get something back more. And it works the same way, but it works through smart contracts to where there's no intermediaries, and you are guaranteed to receive more Hex when you unstake. There is no DAO running it. That's it. It's a done deal, and it pays out an inflation rate. And it's been working for 2 years, which is why I've got this handy little website up, hex.com, that has a whole bunch of how it works and FAQs. And, you know, one of the things about Hex, why when we see the rest of the market doing this, when people often, when you get Hex, when you purchase, when you acquire it, when you exchange for it, the most rewarding thing to do is to stake it. When you stake it, you choose to lock it up over periods of time. And when you do that, you will be rewarded. You will get from your principal, you'll earn more Hex through longer pays better, how much you stake. Anyway, you pick the days, you customize it yourself. It could be 1 week, it could be 5 days, it could be 5,555 days to max it out all the way. But you pick that time. Lock it up. You'll earn that interest, but when you lock it up, you take Hex off the market. It shows to everyone else what's happening. It's all done on blockchain, right? People get to see it's transparent. That's why blockchain is so secure and so strong, because it's so transparent. There's no shadow banking, hidden ledgers, I wonder what's happening on the other side. It's all right here. You can see the supply, that you can see the volume, how many people are holding, how many wallets. So it's what crypto in many ways is all about. Now, blockchain technology has many directions it can go, the technology for innovating the market, but cryptocurrency, what this is doing as a kind of a store of value, we've talked about why it innovates over proof of work or proof of stake. The time value mechanism is very, very beautiful and profound, and is worthy of economic articles being written on, because of how it eliminates the Cantillon effects, or definitely changes the Cantillon effects to a more egalitarian, equitable distribution.
Oh yeah.
All the steps are here. So look, this is, I mean, take your time, do your own research. None of this is financial advice or marital advice or commercial advice or medical advice or legal advice. It's just education, entertainment, information. We're sharing research and perspectives from having been around the market for several years and danced and played with this and checked this out. And look, why would you bet against a winning horse or the best team that continues to win year after year? This is that right now in blockchain and crypto. If you're learning and you want to get involved in something, there are a lot of great projects building some innovative things and that have roadmaps and a lot of value to really put out there. This is not one of them. There's no roadmap. It's complete. It's done. It works.
It's finished.
It's finished. Set it and forget it. I think there was some other cool feature on this website I was going to show. Maybe I don't see it. Well, I know this stuff is pretty cool. Maybe it was on a different site, but we'll leave all these links below so you can check it out yourself. Oh, Hextex right now are averaging 38% returns a year because the staking ratio is lower at the moment. Oh, that's what it was. Ha ha ha. Let's show people how early. It's still so early in this. It's right here. It was right in front of me. Buying just $105 of Hex at its all-time low, the 5th of January, would have made you a millionaire. And that's without staking. So without even staking it, just having it in your MetaMask wallet. And that's the growth. It's averaged doubling every 68 days. It's since its inception, 13 times. I mean, that's now past performance is not guarantee or indicative of the present results for sure. That being said, it's understanding the mechanics of how this crypto works. And it's still so young, still so many people don't understand about it. And when you look at volatile markets and markets are crashing, and then people see something that's doing really well and it's succeeding, many people want to understand, well, hey, how come, why is that doing well? How come I didn't get any of that? Is it too late to get any of that? And the answer to that is no, it's not too late. It's still well below its all-time high. So if you would like to potentially be one of the members in that statistics of watching it double many times over, there is still plenty of time at 18 cents. And what else? Oh, right now they're about to launch Pulse Chain. There's a lot of activity going on. Pulse Chain was created by the founder, the creator of Hex, Richard Hart, and it's so much to talk about. I mean, it's a Ethereum fork, but it's a better version of many other layer twos and many other forks that are out there. And it comes with the largest airdrop in crypto history. Every ERC20 token that you have on your MetaMask wallet for Ethereum is being virtually every is being copied over to Pulse Chain. So developers, teams that were stuck on Ethereum and couldn't do anything, communities that were just stuck because nothing we can do because the gas fees are so high, now they'll be able to build again. This is very exciting for crypto, for DeFi, for blockchain. It's really exciting to see what is going to organically move over to Pulse. And with that incentive of airdrops too, that's just very cool. But I can imagine some of this could be because if you get Hex now, whatever you have on Ethereum, is automatically going to be copied and pasted over. You'll automatically have a Pulse Hex version. So that's one draw. And another draw is Pulse Dogecoin just came out. Hedron came out. These are applications that were built on top of, connected to Hex, where they give airdrops. We talk about airdrops and opportunities all the time. Anticipate more applications to attract the success of the Hexagon community. Building apps, developers dropping free crypto to some of those community members. It's already happened. Pulse Dogecoin has done that, where they actually, it's like the anti-whale rewarding, where they gave less to whales than they gave to active people in the middle. And it's just it was a neat system of sharing crypto. It's not too inflationary. We'll see how that works. The first scarce meme coin is what it is. It's very scarce. 12 million, I believe it's his cap, and very cool what's going on there. Very, very cool as far as a portion is going to the originator address of Hex and to an OA address for Pulse Doge, to no guarantees of for profit what's going to happen, but at least it allows for some interesting potential for marketing. And then you've got Hedron, which capitalized on Hex stakes as well, for allowing people to tap in to a little liquidity from long-term stakes, rewarding people for long-term stakes by a new crypto that you could mint off of the value of your stake, the time value. And there's already a market for this on MetaMask, on Uniswap. You can already exchange for Hedron. You can already exchange for Pulse Doge. Pulse Doge starts on Ethereum, and anything that you claim now will go over to Pulse Hex. So point is, airdrop season, apps are being built on, and Hex is not run by institutions and VCs. It just isn't. So when you see institutions and VCs dumping, and you see them selling, and you see the market suffering, you might see Hex not going with that traditional flow and charting in its own way. Now, by the time this video comes out, everything else in the world will be green and Hex will be dumping. That's okay. I'm still sticking to this point. It happens, it comes and goes. It's been a little bit of, it's kind of been like this for a while, a little bit of a decoupling from Hex.
I think
it does its own thing.
And I was going to add too, I think these not algorithmic, but these timed valued currencies, whether it's Hex, whether it's Wise token, they tend to perform a little bit better when certain cryptos just aren't. And we see that with the way of Hex's price performance. And you see that with the longevity of Hex in general. I mean, it's been around in the crypto space for quite some time now. And even though it's pretty far from its all-time high, there's been plenty of entry points for people to be able to make money off of Hex.
Well, definitely the time value currencies, the way they're built, with the smart contract being completed and done, and just stake rewards, inflation through locking up a contract in time. That's unique. Hex, the originator address, its design so far has proven to be successful and superior, and it's been managed extremely well. The community is fire and strong, and it's been just exploding over 2 years, and it's good to see. Here we are, 2022, Bitcoin's being talked about, Ethereum's being talked about. You know what is funny? That you go back a couple years, and if you would have heard Visa or Elon Musk or this group accepts this, a nation state is now donating, or not donating, but giving every member an address, a wallet for Bitcoin, you would see the price pumping. And here, even with governments printing trillions of dollars in inflation, even now you hear on the news all the time about, blockchain being used here, accepted here, another company, you still see the price flat or going down. And one has to say, well, why is it that if someone comes out and says they're buying hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin and crypto does the price go down? And the answer is because the markets are rigged. I mean, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean in a good way. It is what it is. But the reality is there's so much money that is over the counter that's not pushing the prices up through the markets, through the exchanges. And, just like people who've been in the gold market for a long time have recognized that the price of gold based upon the paper market and what can be done there versus the physical gold market and what's available and the demand there are not always in harmony and lining up for various reasons. And you see that here in crypto the same. There are people who can work and manipulate prices. I'm sure of it. The markets are driven by big money. And at the moment, Hex is a Cinderella story right now that isn't run by VCs. It isn't it's not controlled by institutions. I'm sure if we see large institutions, VCs start to come into Hex because of its unique properties, which it does have, and it would be a great, if you're an institution or a venture capitalist looking to protect wealth for your clients or whoever you're in charge of, the reality is you couldn't imagine something much better than Hex because you don't have to run the risk of rug pulls or roadmaps that don't get completed. It's set it and forget it, lock it up over time, and there you go. So we will see, but this is just a quick, not so quick explanation. Hex pumps, market dumps. Why do you think it is? Drop in the comment. Is it because it's unique time value currency that forces people, not forces, but incentivizes people to stake it, to lock it up for periods of time and just burn it, take it off the market? Or is it because the airdrops? Or is it because something else that I'm not aware of? Definitely many things that I'm not aware of. Omitted variable variance is there, always present. But I feel like for the most part, we've covered what we can over this.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. We will see if this is still holding true over the next couple of days, couple months, couple years. Definitely, if you've got time, if you're getting new to crypto, or if you're not new to crypto, don't be around right now when Hex is less than $1, when Hex is 18 cents, and say you didn't get it. Don't say you didn't look at something that was unique, innovative, done, not a risk in the ways that all these other projects are not completely immutable, not completely decentralized, and not. So here you have something that fits all those bills, is built on the most decentralized smart contract, Ethereum, and it's doing well. And you have an opportunity to get involved early. This is not financial advice. This is crypto wisdom, crypto research. I'm sharing it with you. I hope to be able to help you. That's why we do this channel, is to share education and opportunities wherever they are around the blockchain. We have talked about Hex and Pulse in the past. We will talk about them again in the future. But what's happening right now, it just requires some more attention. Oh, and one more thing. Pump this out there for those who are very into the Elon Musk and SpaceX communities. Elon Musk just and you know what? Part of the price pumping could be because the video that we just put out there yesterday. We just put out a video on Elon Musk. So I'm sure that's what's actually causing this whole thing.
Right. I'm a positive.
I'm sure it's not. But what I am sure of is that Elon Musk just talked about buying Twitter because he's a big proponent of free speech. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the Pulse, the whole Pulse sacrifice, the whole Pulse chain sacrifice, the whole point of it was to help support free speech. The Pulse chain sacrifice is creating a set of people that believe speech is a protected human right and blockchains are speech. Sacrifice, prove you believe. So here you have a community, Hex, Richard Hart, Pulse Chain, a very strong community that have stuck to an ethos of immutability, decentralization, egalitarian principles and free speech and technology. Really, if you look at the donation to ENS for medical research, but you also have now Elon Musk, who talks about technology and free speech, and there's a harmonious collaboration you can see possible in the future. Have his people talk to their people, his people. We'll see what happens, right? But yeah, until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.
Later.